Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Kashyap Shah and today I am going to talk about Swift programming language. In this presentation we are going to go over the introduction of the Swift programming language, history of this language, also compare Swift with Objective-C, features of Swift, syntax, iOS and macOS development using Swift, Swift's development environment, and the resources which can help learn Swift. Starting off with the introduction of Swift. Swift is a powerful and modern programming language developed by Apple. Swift has become increasingly popular among developers due to its speed, safety, and ease of use. Today, I'm going to give you an in-depth overview of Swift and why it's important to learn it. History of Swift. Swift was developed by Chris Lattner and his team at Apple in 2010. It was first introduced to the public in 2014 and has since undergone several updates and improvements. The current version of Swift is Swift 5.5. Swift versus Objective-C. Swift is a more modern and efficient language compared to Objective-C. It's faster, safer, and easier to read and write. It also has a simpler syntax and a more robust standard library, making it easier to learn and use. Objective-C, on the other hand, is an older programming language that was used to develop iOS apps before Swift was introduced. While Objective-C is still used in some legacy applications, Swift is now the primary language used for developing iOS apps. Features of Swift. Swift is designed to be fast and efficient, allowing developers to create high-performance apps. It's also a safe language, with features such as optionals and type inference helping to prevent common errors. Optionals in Swift are a type that represents a value that may or may not exist. This helps to prevent errors that can occur when working with null or undefined values. Here's an example of an optional in Swift: var name, string equals John. This declares an optional variable name that can hold a string value, but may also be nil. Type inference in Swift allows the compiler to automatically determine the data type of a variable, or constant based on its initial value. This reduces the amount of code that developers need to write and makes the code easier to read. Here's an example of type inference in Swift: let age equals 30. This declares a constant age with a data type of int, which is inferred by the compiler based on the initial value of 30. Swift also has a powerful standard library that includes a wide range of useful functions and data types. Some notable features of the Swift standard library include strings. Swift has a powerful string manipulation library that includes features like string interpolation, substring extraction, and character counting. Arrays and dictionaries. Swift provides built-in support for arrays and dictionaries, allowing developers to easily work with collections of data. Optionals and error handling. Swift has robust support for optionals and error handling, making it easier to write safe and reliable code. Functional programming. Swift supports functional programming concepts like higher-order functions, closures, and mapper filter, reduce operations. This next slide is about the syntax of Swift. Swift uses a simple and intuitive syntax, making it easy to read and write. It supports common programming concepts such as variables, functions, and control flow statements. Variables in Swift can be declared using the var keyword followed by the variable name and its initial value, like this: var greeting equals hello, world. Swift also supports constants, which are declared using the let keyword. Functions in Swift are declared using the func keyword followed by the function name, input parameters, if any, and return type, if any, like this: func say hello, name, string, dash, string, return, hello, \name. This function takes a string parameter name and returns a control flow. Statements in Swift include if statements, for loops, while loops, and switch statements. Here's an example of an if statement in Swift which is shown in the picture with a sample output. The program assigns a value of 10 to a variable called number, and then checks if it is less than, greater than, or equal to 5 using an if-else statement. In this case, since the value of number is greater than 5, the second condition in the if-else statement is true and the program executes the corresponding print statement, number is greater than 5. If the value of number was less than 5, the first condition in the if-else statement would be true and the program would execute the first print statement, number is less than 5. If the value of number was exactly 5, then the third condition in the if-else statement would be true and the program would execute the last print statement, number is equal to 5. iOS development with Swift. Here are some key advantages of using Swift for iOS development. Safety. Swift's strict syntax and strong typing can help prevent runtime errors and improve the overall stability of an application. Performance. Swift is designed to be faster and more efficient than Objective-C, which can lead to faster app performance and better battery life. Readability. Swift's syntax is designed to be easier to read and write than Objective-C, making it more accessible to new developers. Swift also has a rich and constantly evolving standard library, providing developers with the tools they need to build high-quality iOS apps. macOS development with Swift. Swift is also used for developing macOS applications. Apple introduced Swift in 2014, and since then, it has become the primary language for developing macOS apps. Here are some key advantages of using Swift for macOS development. Safety. Swift's strict syntax and strong typing can help prevent runtime errors and improve the overall stability of an application. Performance. Swift is designed to be faster and more efficient than Objective-C, which can lead to faster app performance and better battery life. Modern features. Swift has a range of modern features, such as optional types, closures, and type inference, that make it easier to write clean and concise code. Interoperability. Swift can easily work with Objective-C and C code, allowing developers to leverage existing code and libraries when building macOS applications. Overall, Swift is an excellent choice for macOS development, providing developers with a modern and efficient language that is easy to learn and use. Swift development environment. Code is the primary development environment for Swift, and it provides a wide range of tools and resources for building iOS and macOS applications. Some key features of code are: Interface Builder. Code includes a visual interface builder that makes it easy to create user interfaces for iOS and macOS applications. Debugging tools. Code provides powerful debugging tools that make it easy to identify and fix issues in your code. Integrated documentation. Code includes integrated documentation for Swift and iOS and macOS development, making it easy to look up information and learn new concepts. Version control. Code includes support for GIT and other version control systems, making it easy to manage code changes and collaborate with other developers. Code is an essential tool for Swift development, providing developers with a powerful and integrated environment for building high-quality iOS and macOS applications. Conclusion. Swift is a powerful and versatile programming language that is used for developing iOS and macOS applications. With its simple syntax, powerful standard library, and safety features, Swift is easy to learn and use, and its development environment, code, provides a wide range of tools and resources to help you build great applications. Whether you're an experienced developer looking to learn a new language or a beginner interested in programming, Swift is a great choice for iOS and macOS development. With its growing popularity and strong community support, Swift is sure to remain a major programming language for years to come. Learning resources. If you're interested in learning more about Swift, there are many resources available to help you get started. Here are some of the best resources for learning Swift. Apple's Swift Programming Language Guide. This is the official guide to Swift, and it provides a comprehensive introduction to the language. Swift.org. This is the official website for Swift, and it includes a wide range of resources for learning and using the language, including documentation, code samples, and tutorials. Ray Wenderlich, this is a popular website for iOS and Swift developers, and it includes many tutorials, videos, and books on Swift development. Hacking with Swift, this is another popular website for Swift developers, and it includes a wide range of tutorials and resources for learning Swift. References. Here are some references which I used to help me with this presentation and for further reading on Swift and iOS, macOS development. Swift Programming Language Guide. Swift.org. iOS Developer Library. macOS Developer Library. Code, https. Ray Wenderlich. Hacking with Swift. Vapor, https. Perfect. Thank you very much for giving your precious time for this presentation.